Salute everybody. Salute. We about to kick this off. She's already in the weight room. We about to get it in. You know how I got to do it. Thank you for the bad support early.
I am here.
DONNII P.
Going on.
This is my little, intro, what I'm saying.
Oh, you got a little music for us?
Yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
Is this your song? Is this somebody's song? Oh, you?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
He just a blazer, visual
Okay.
media outlets. You tired of the same, cause I ain't been out here, no question. Haters and trolls to get the stepping. No weapon formed against this blessing, cause I was destined. Indeed, my words walk water to touch the masses in me. I'm off the Kiki, no bullshit.
I feel like I can't see. How do I?
Attack a topics, kamikaze meaning head on.
It's the intro for me. It's the intro for me. It's the song, child.
Yeah. POV commentary with a twist. There's none like this, and there's none like me. How could you ever doubt me? Like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Go Joan on me. Like Kiki, you know that Bible.
You already know.
You hear me? These streets.
Oh, yeah.
About to get into it. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the building. It's your man, it's your boy, BigPhilSpeaks. Tonight we got a special guest. Some of y'all have seen her, some of y'all heard her, some of y'all like, who the heck is she? This is DONNII P. Internet, you hear me? Internet sensation, Instagram sensation, TikTok sensation, spit it how she live it, motivational speaker, entrepreneur, comedian, and Washington, D.C. Native, resident.
Right.
You hear me?
All that.
Yes, indeed. So I'm glad to have you in the building, you know what I'm saying, tonight. It's my pleasure. And let's get started. You born and raised in the city, right?
My bad. So look, right, I was like, how do I move the comments? And
you want me to turn them off?
No. Keep them on.
All right.
But I'm looking at them, but I feel like I look crazy. So I went to go like move the
screen.
Maybe I'm moving the comments and I didn't.
Exactly. It's all good. I was gonna get on you, but I was gonna wait. So Washington D.C. born and bred, right? You was born in the city, right?
Born and raised, Southeast.
Southeast.
Bird Farms native.
I can dig that.
What
in the last, I want to say months, year and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. There's been this young lady coming up, TikToking, IGing from in a whip most times, talking her sugar D. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Giving it to us gentlemen and giving it to the ladies, raw and uncut. Motivation, how we need it, not necessarily how we always want to hear it, but straight with no chaser.
Period.
And I've seen your work being shared by a plethora of celebrities, ballers, you know what I'm saying, NBA ballers and actors and things of that nature.
Yes.
What got you started, and what gave you the motivation to start speaking out and speaking into people's lives?
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. It hasn't been quite a year. It hasn't been quite.
It had been, okay, no. That's what it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The viral moments, it just started about February.
Okay.
I had about 6,000 followers just this year. Now we got 142,000.
For the moment.
And we're still rising.
You hear me?
how did it all start? What makes me talk about, first of all, I started out doing funny videos. So I started getting on there talking shit, just funny shit. And then one day I had went live and I was talking about, which was the very first video that went viral, which was a woman praying for a man that she's pretty much not in position to receive.
Okay.
I was talking about it on live and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna make a video about it. And I made the video and I did not expect it to do that. Because I mean, I had started talking a little bit of shit and I made that video and I was not expecting it to go viral. So that was the first one. And then treating your man like a king was the next one. Dressing how you want to be addressed was the next one. I mean, it was just multiple ones after that. And what made me talk my shit is experience and pain. 98% of those videos that are on my page come from my personal experience, my hurt, my pain, my growth, who I used to be, where I've changed, how I've changed, who I'm becoming. It's my truth. It's my transparency. Like I said, all of those videos, that's me. That's who I was. Like when I'm talking and I'm talking shit and I'm lighting fire up under women's ass, they consider me being a pick me. Don't no, that's who I was. Yeah, and that's the woman that I've healed from and I've grown from. So I figured, you know what? Let me be transparent and put things into a different perspective so that not only women but men can see things differently too. So
facts. Yeah, because you've been hitting us to the chin a couple
times.
Yeah,
I be getting y'all lately.
Bop. Which is only right.
I be getting y'all lately. You know,
you hear me, which is only right. You know what I'm saying? Because as a woman, you know what you would like in a man, or what you would like your sisters or anybody in your circle. You know what you would want to see for them. And you know, some of us, we ain't got it together, so you can't just be one-sided. And I know the women appreciate that. You know, you came out the box swinging at them, and they might like, hold on, who the hell is she? Who she thinks? Yeah, you know how. But the fact that you keep it even keel and give the same energy to the fellas that you do to the ladies, I think is wonderful. I think it's wonderful. And
I try not to be biased. So
that's right, and that's the only way to be. You hear me?
Yeah.
And I noticed here lately that you've been doing some stand-up.
Yeah, I had so a while back again, I always wanted to do comedy.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm a little afraid. I don't know. I'm a little funny on the gram, but you know, I don't know how that stage is. And then I had met my homeboy, who is my comedy mentor from off of here about 5 years ago. And I was still working. And I always would tell him like, yo, I want to do comedy. Like I want to do it. But I was so scared. And I remember one day we had so many conversations, and then he called me one day and he said, come get this $100. I said, what you talking about? He was like, give me 7 minutes on stage. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't have nothing written up. Like, I don't know nothing about this shit. I'm nervous as fuck. It was like a little a rec room in an apartment complex. He was like, if you don't come do it, I'm not fucking with you no more. We can't, it's this it.
He put your feet to the fire. He put your feet to the fire.
Yeah, so I was backed up in the corner like, bro, what? I can't do that. He was like, all right, if you don't come, that's it. I'm done. And I was like, okay. So I went. Nervous as a motherfucker. And I felt like I ate a dick. That's what we call it when you bomb. I was like, fuck. I think I did bad. Like, honestly, he was like, you did good. And I was like, no. I was so scared. And then from that point on, he kind of took me under his wing. And then he was putting me on shows. And at one point, I got really intimidated by some of the other comedians in the area because I felt like I was funny. Why am I not getting booked? Like, what's up? Ain't nobody checking for me? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
So I stepped away from it.
Okay.
Ended up getting on a show. DONNII P had reached out to me like, hey,
okay,
I want you to come do a show. 10 minutes, whatever. And I did it. And I felt like, again, I was like, this shit. I didn't like the feedback that I got from it. So it scared me.
Okay.
I stepped off scene for a little bit. And one day, I was like, I want to get back into it. And I was on the phone with my homeboy, Simon. And I was like, what if I have my own comedy show? Host my own show? Like do my own thing. Like hire these comedians, host my show, get familiarized with being on stage again, work on my material. What you think about that? He was like, what's the budget? I was like, I got $1,500. He was like, all right, who you want? So I named all the comedians that I wanted. I reached out to them. I found my venue in one day. And I was like, well, let me see. Mind you, this is March of 2020. So I hadn't been viral.
Right when the pandemic was coming through the door.
Yes, literally the next day we went on lockdown. Like the very next day. And I did it. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to sell like 150 tickets. I did it at Hangers Nightclub. We sold out. It was 250 people.
That's what's up.
And just to look out and just be like, wow, I can't believe I did this. Like, these people really fucking with me. And I think I did a hell of a job. I ain't even hold you. I was like, damn, bitch, you're doing that. Maybe you can do this shit. Okay, let me see. I was able to be myself. I was able to work on my material. People was fucking with it.
Yeah.
And I just was like, hosting might just be my thing. Let me create my own lane. And from me doing that, the people that doubted me was like, yo, congratulations. If you want me to work with you, if you want to do some work. And I'm just sitting in the back of my mind like, fuck y'all. Y'all wasn't shooting with me in the gym. You niggas wasn't putting me on no motherfucking show. Y'all wasn't trying to fuck with me at one point. Now you see what I got.
Now they hold your bra strapping.
So it went from that to I did that. We went on lockdown for a year. And then I just started talking my shit.
Talking your shit.
Here we are.
Hey. And let me ask you this, right? In the midst of you doing your videos, I call them real shit inspiration. Do a lot of people reach out to you? A lot of women like, girl, you was right in my lane, you was right up my alley.
A lot of women,
and a lot of men. That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. Hold on, pause for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Stop the bullshittery. She's not my girl. This is an interview.
They're asking it?
Yeah, I like her. Yeah, fair. Well, all kinds of little. But anywho, back to it. What if you could give us a couple of examples of the type of inboxes or reach outs that you receive or stops in the streets? Because I know people pulling up on you like, ain't you so and so and woo woo woo.
You know what? But since it's a mask season, I get it sometimes, but not as much as I used to get it.
Okay, because you covered up.
Because I'm covered up. But sometimes when I'm out and I pull my mask down, they be like, "You that girl?" And I'm like, that ain't me. That ain't me. So some of the things that I get is just like a lot of women who are in really fucked up relationships. So they need advice as to how to get out. Like, how do you do it? Like, how can I get the same willpower as you? A lot of men talk about, it's a lot of broken men. So they talk about like their healing process and what they're going through, and they ask me for my advice. It'd be so much. Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming, so I can't tap into everybody because I be wanting to get, like, I'm like, if I can't give you all of me at that moment and try to guide you as much as I can, I try not to respond because I don't want people to feel like, damn, you just being short with me. You know,
short and cold. And
so people talk about that. People talk about abuse, and how women talk about being abused and how they can't get out of the situation. How can they get out? They tell me, you motivate me. How, like, show me, tell me how. Like, I'm dealing with a whole lot. I talked to somebody recently who was in a relationship for 8 years and she can't get out. She's stuck. So I told her she need to find the nearest lime scooter and run.
Let me ask you a question. With all of the attention you're getting and all of the people that are tapping in with you, how do you keep your emotions stable? Because I know it can be a lot taking on different spirits and different people's energy and the pains and traumas that they are going through, that they, want to share with you, through the words that you've shared with them. How do you?
I try not to internalize it and make it about me, because one thing about me, I'll be carrying on everybody's weight. Like, damn. And I be going through stuff. Like, the healing and healing too. So sometimes they don't understand that them even reaching out to me, they inspire me too. Like, they help me out in a lot of different ways too. I'll be like, yo, like when they just simply say, thank you. Like, you really, really, really motivate me. When I'm going through my trying times and my tough times, that shit I'll be like, thank you. Like, I appreciate y'all. Like, I really do. So I try not to internalize what they're going through, because I already got a lot of shit that I'm going through too. So I'll be like, Donna, you got to take yourself out of it, because it'll get personal for me. I'll be ready to pull up. Like, what the fuck he say, bitch? Like, what?
Let me get the homies. And yeah. You hear me?
So I have to try to, and I try not to overwhelm myself too much and allow too much access, because if I do try, I'll be fucked up, because I'll be sitting at home thinking about, like, how the fuck we both gonna get through this shit, like I'm in a relationship with him. So I just try not to
like how we get free, like
now we a team. Fuck that.
My next question is this. I don't know if you look at it as such, but this is your ministry.
Okay.
Real talk ministry, and do you see yourself forming like either a women's group or a support group type of situation, maybe a nonprofit? I'm not sure which in the future, because I know you might got a lot on your plate right now to do it right now. But do you foresee yourself in that type of position so that you can centralize everybody to come to a certain place and maybe build a team that can help?
Yes, that's my goal. That's one of my goals for 2020. At the top of the year, I was like, I want to do like a not a webinar, but like everybody come together. Okay. Like a meet and greet. We do like 40 to 50 people. We might just one day I want to do just the all women's thing. One day I want to do just simply men, and have some of my good homeboys, some of my married men, do a panel. A married man, a single man, a divorced man, a man that's in a relationship. Okay. Same thing as a woman. Have my life coach come out and talk. So that's definitely one of my plans for sure for 2020. I'm trying to work on that now, because I feel like people need to be around good energy. I want to do something where we laugh, we cry, we heal. Yeah. And we just listen to each other. Because we can take advice from all different, angles. That's right. So, that's right. That's one of my goals.
I'm gonna put somebody's info in your inbox too. Maybe by this weekend. She puts on something like that in New York, and she brings in speakers and women from across the country. Not just women, but also fellas to speak to like youth and things like that. And I think if your schedule permits and y'all work out all the particulars, that it'd be a super dope fit or what have you. Yeah. With everything that's going on, have you started getting offers for like TV spots or movies?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming. It's coming for sure. I like to manifest that thing, speak it out to God.
You hear me?
Oh yeah, it's coming. My time is coming. I know God is prepping me. It's probably not my goal just yet, because I know He's still working on me. Okay. I know it's coming. It's coming though, for sure.
In due time. Yeah. Now, getting your material for your 1 minute impromptus or whatever. Do you sit around and like, I'm gonna talk about this today, or you just in a moment you might be in a thought?
It's just random, sporadic. Okay. I just be randomly thinking about shit, and then I just be like,
let me pick up the phone.
I gotta talk my shit. I gotta get on here now. Yeah, I gotta talk while it's fresh. Let me hurry and get it. Sometimes I'll write stuff down. Sometimes it just like if at night, like I'm not about to go do a video now. But I'll write down so I don't forget in the morning. And I'll like sometimes I'll be like, I was just in here talking what my next video is gonna be about. I was saying it like, okay, this time I'm gonna say it, this is what I'm gonna say. Okay. So that's gonna probably come tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember. So it just comes. I mean, and a lot of it come from pain. So them videos that really hit hard, I be real live in that shit. Like real live, like it'd be current. It'd be like,
do you find that you might need like to decompress after some of them, like when you say some of them are from your pain or whatever? Do you feel like you have to,
especially when I'm going through it? I be having to be like, "Ooh, bitch, okay, cry, let it out, go
let it out." Yeah,
shit. And that's and Instagram is kind of like slightly my safe space to be super vulnerable, which is crazy because these people don't know me. I have an I don't care attitude, so I don't give a fuck about how people treat me. But it's an outlet for me. Like, you know how some people write, some people journal. Yeah. Some people go to therapy. Some people have those people to talk to. Me, my therapy is getting on here.
Right on here. Letting it out.
Let people know, like, yo, bitch, this is what the fuck happened. Okay. Stop looking. The last video I made when I said stop checking them views, sis. He ain't gonna be in there. That was me. That was me. Like literally, like I wonder if this motherfucker seen my shit. He ain't even fucking in. He don't see it. Like seriously, that was me for like a couple days. I was going through some shit. I was like, and my ass was on there like, let me see. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm human. I do this shit that everybody else do. Ain't nothing different from nobody else. I do some of the same shit. Like, let me see real quick, because he got me fucked up. He better have look. Damn, fucking look. What's my dumb ass get? And that be self-inflicted stuff. Like, I think people don't understand, women, especially us. We do a lot of self-inflicted unconsciously do self-inflicted shit. Like all that double texting and hoping that he gonna call, or let me call him to see what he gonna say. Let me see if he gonna answer the phone. Let me see if I even have access to him. Why you doing that? For what? I try to put in my mind, Donnie, life is what you make it.
You hear me?
Then you allow somebody to have that much control over your emotions that you doing that? Bitch, I don't know where the fuck you lost your mind at. Maybe it's up under that bed tangled in that motherfucking lint that's up under there. But you gotta find it real motherfucking fast. I be having to talk myself out of shit. Like, all right, bitch, you can't be out here giving all this good advice and you sitting here crying. But, you know, I get on here and I talk my shit. It's a part of my healing process. So that's how I'm able to do that.
What type of advice would you give the ladies and the gentlemen that are in this live that might feel like they may have a voice, but they're scared to use that voice in such a way, or in any endeavor that they know is in them, but scared to bring out of them?
Talk your shit. First of all, you gotta get in the mindset of not giving a fuck and not caring. See, that's what's wrong with people today. They care too much about how everybody else is gonna view them. I tell people all the time, never allow somebody else's opinion be predicated on what you gonna do. And a lot of people be like, well, I'm afraid because I don't want nobody to, I don't want to say that because I don't want nobody. Why? You too busy worried about what somebody gonna say. You need, first of all, that come from lack of confidence. And that's not a downer. I'm not downing nobody. And I know having lack of confidence has such a major negative connotation on it. You gotta come to that place where you just don't give a fuck. Just don't care. And talk, don't care how people gonna view you. They judge Jesus. They talked about him. I give a damn. What you eat don't make me shit.
You hear me?
That's a you problem. Stop. People, we have to stop internalizing how other people gonna view us. Like, so what's the worst that can happen? What they gonna do? Talk. You need to, I tell people, stop. You worry when they stop talking, not when they talk. Because then at that point, you're not relevant.
Facts.
You're no longer relevant. You want to be relevant. Let the people talk.
Let them say what they're going to say, because you ain't going to be able to please everybody, so let them say what they're going to say.
Period. Let them
I'm
talk.
with you on that.
What they going to do? Nothing. They going to notice you before you notice them in public, if any damn thing. Talk, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. You got something else to say? Okay, good. Call me back
to figure it up.
Damn, I'm doing something wrong. Ain't nobody saying shit. I ain't shaking up no room. Well, fuck, I ain't doing my job right. I ain't doing my job right. But, you know, I'm confident in certain areas. I don't care. I just don't care. Sorry.
Are you okay with answering questions? There's a couple people that want to ask questions.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to cycle through the bullshiggity.
Yeah, for sure. Come on with it.
Well, this first one is for y'all. Have questions for her, not for me. I'll answer that one later because I was going to get to that later. They wanted to know how I met you and whatever the case may be. Get to that. That's like
you already know. They are, look. You in the family, low key.
Yeah, right. I was like, ain't that about a?
Ain't that a bim?
You hear me?
Ain't that a bim?
Somebody asked, "Are you single?"
I know her. Shut up, G. That's my homegirl.
What's up, G? Thank you for tapping in and tuning in. Okay, put your questions in, whether it be directly typed in or down in the question little box, the little cloud with the question mark in it.
Yes. Queen, she's nice, huh? I don't know who with this. Am I single? Yeah. Hell yeah.
You
Am
heard
I
that,
ready to
me?
mingle? No.
Oh, damn. Oh, I guess not
No.
me. I guess not me.
No, I am not ready to mingle for multiple reasons.
We TV, the homie We TV from the area too. He said it's Miles from the farms, your folks.
Miles is not my focus, but you know, Miles is inside the gates. You know, we was born and raised. So, you know, Miles plays a major role and has such an impact on the way. So, you know.
That's what's up. Okay, here come the when's the next Drive with Purpose said when's the next show, Donnie?
The next comedy show? I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna do like a 1 year anniversary run. I just had one in August.
Okay.
So I'll probably do one in March.
Okay. There y'all have
I'm trying to get some heavy hitters on this show. Like I want the TK Kirklands. I don't know if you guys
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I want the funnies. Like
yeah,
I think
they
I'm gonna
talk
go out
they
with a
shiggity.
Yeah.
I see Teddy Carpenter's getting back into it too.
Yes.
Trying to open up something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anyone she could do a video with who would you do it? Who would it be with and why?
Taraji P.
I can see that. Y'all kind of like y'all could be
I would love to do a video with her. I would love to sit down and talk to Iyanla Van Zandt.
Who gonna fix who life?
Ooh, I might be in there like Iyanla. Damn, I thought I had it put together. I look like I don't.
You know what's funny? She had ties to the area too. My man had an office up on New Hampshire Avenue, right across the DC line. Her then fiance, husband, whatever he was, had an office in there.
Oh, nice.
And he was from the area or whatever. But they've since,
Yeah.
But yeah, Taraji P. Henson, if you're listening, if you're watching, tap in with the homie.
Yes, please
DONNII
and
P.
thank you. I love her. Like,
yes, indeed. She got that energy too. You know what I'm saying? That. Oh my goodness. Inner Self Organics wants to know: do you know how to cook?
I'm cool. I know how to cook a little something. You know what I'm saying?
She said she ain't gonna burn no water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know how to cook a little something. YouTube University teach you everything you need to know.
You hear me? They got everything on that joint. Miss_Angel Bay said, "Who inspires you?"
Let me see. E.T. I love him.
Talking about
a lot of different people.
On home.
Huh?
Oh no, you talking about Eric Thomas.
Eric Thompson.
Okay. You said E.T. I was like,
I like him. I love Iyanla. That's my girl.
Okay.
Of course, Taraji. I love her. Love Taraji P. Henson. Because her story, her backstory. How she took that $700 and went to LA with her son. And
did the thing. Yeah.
Motherfucker. She inspires me. A lot of different people in different areas inspire me. So like when it comes to business and credit, Grant Cardone.
Okay.
Robert Kiyosaki from Rich Dad Poor Dad book, his whole line. So different people inspire me differently though.
For different things. Okay.
Yeah, different things.
That's what's up. Okay. Solo Behave said, do you find it challenging being a woman in comedy?
Absolutely. It's harder for us because they already set a tone for us. Like they have an expectation. They think we're gonna get on stage, all of us can get on stage and talk about the same shit, which is fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's harder because and then some people who are in higher positions, they try to handle. They like, if you ain't fucking me, we can't get you.
Just like the music industry. Just like the music. That's some sucker bullshittery if you ask me. But
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Lorida, I ain't asking her that. Shut the figgity up. Okay, Jman_2212. Your vibrations seem to be at a high peak. What gets you through those mids and lows when comedy doesn't help?
Just my healing process, my pain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what gets me through it. The stuff that I go through and how I, overcome that. That's it. It's my pain for me.
Let me see. Come on now, put the questions down in the box. Somebody said something up here. What's your Eric Broner said? What's your ultimate goal?
To be the best, the next Angie Martinez of the DMV, because I have a podcast now. I just launched
I
that.
was gonna get there. I was gonna get there.
Yeah, I want to be one of the best interviewers from the city.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
awesome.
so why since you brung it up, tell the people what's the name of your new podcast.
Podcast is called We Just Talk. Go ahead, I'll cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good.
Okay, so the podcast is called We Just Talking, and that's exactly what we doing. We just talking. There's
Shooting
no
the shiggity.
yeah. We just strictly raw. Nothing is. I never send over questions. People be like, "You want to send over some questions?" No, because I want it straight off the brain. So period. So the We Just Talking podcast is I just launched that on YouTube.
I saw that, and I saw you got a situation with another local somewhat viral sensation. Do we got to send some peoples over his way? You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Talk to him.
Mike. But yeah, the podcast just launched. It's doing pretty good. I have, a few subscribers. I got about 350 subscribers so far. I just launched.
It's coming.
Not even a month ago.
Yeah, it's coming. What do you have a set night and structured time?
Every other Wednesday is when I drop. I film on every other Sunday and I drop on Wednesdays. Try to drop Wednesdays or Tuesdays. Wednesday by the latest is when I try to drop the podcast.
A certain time that you drop it?
I try to get it out before noon.
Okay, so you can have that whole day of people tapping in. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to tap into everybody from my area. Like I want to interview all the major, the socialites, the creators, the rappers, the dancers.
The BigPhilSpeaks.
The BigPhilSpeaks. Yeah, like hell yeah, come on down. I don't see why not. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I come on through.
Come on with it.
A little bit.
Yeah. So at one point I wanted to do radio. That was in the beginning. Because
you don't feel that in your spirit no more?
I mean, I do, but not as much as the podcast. Because I'm more of a visual person.
Freedom.
I want people to see what's going on.
More freedom, too.
Yeah.
Do it how you want to do it. Say what you want to say.
Exactly. I want to say what I want to say. Red carpets, talk show. Hopefully do me something like a red table talk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of my plans. It's one of my goals.
That's what's up. Okay. Solo Behave says, can you share, if you feel like it, can you share a situation that may have brought you pain that you call on for motivation?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I did. And I noticed that a lot of us women do. We tend to insert ourselves in a man's life that we don't need, a place where we don't need to be. It was me at one point. I was dating somebody years ago. He had a kid, and his baby mother found out about us. Now, me and his baby mother went to school together. We went to middle school.
Okay.
We're talking 20 something years ago. Her and I
still felt the way.
We were just classmates. You know what I'm saying? We followed each other throughout the years on social media. We were never friends. No. It was never no bad blood. But when she got whiff that he was dating me, she started to keep his kid away from him. Yeah. So
been there.
He deaded me. He ghosted me. He deaded the whole situation. Yep. And it hurt me so bad because I just felt like that was my king. Like I was like, I found my man. He was everything. I mean, from look, personality, sex, everything. He was just everything that I always wanted in a man. Bruh, he ghosted me. He just carried me. He never came back around to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me try it again. So what I was doing was some self-inflicted shit, which was inserting myself in his life just because I wanted to still have access to him. And I made myself overly available to him by being a confidant to him, hoping that he would see me in a different light. So I would listen to him cry, listen to him talk about his relationships with these different women, and actually give him my genuine opinion, hoping that this man would see me for what I was. Like, damn, okay. Like, you still don't. And at that point, I had to stop blaming him. Like, Donnie, you it's you. Let it go. Stop making yourself so available to this man. Cut the access off. How dare you allow this man? And it'll eat me up every day. Like, I will be on the phone, calling him, texting. We have full-on conversations. And I mean, he'll be breaking down. And it's just like, I'm right here. Hi, I'm here. You don't see me?
Oh, wow.
Right here. And he never picked me. He never did. He just never, even till this day, like he just never spent the bit. And it hurt me so bad. And I was finally able, after 6 years, finally able to have that conversation with him. And he made me question myself as a woman. Am I enough? Am I not enough? Do you not think I'm attractive? You tell me I'm all of this. You tell me I'm this type of woman, and I'm good at this, and I'm great at that, and you know, why not me? Why not me? But you know what I learned, that sometimes when God knows that somebody or something may make you deviate from what his plan is from you, he gonna throw a monkey wrench in your shit and make you derail every single time. That man wasn't for me. He wasn't for me. That's why I ain't get him. But you got to be careful with what you pray for, what you ask for, because if
you
you're not
just
in
might
position,
get it, but not how you want it.
hello. Because if you're not in position to receive that person, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. And if you keep asking for it, knowing that you're not in position, God's going to say, here you go. Here you go. Now, let me see you fuck him over. Let me see you destroy your life. You got to be patient. Peace, be still. And I had to learn patience. Like, you know what? It's just, that man ain't for me. That ain't my king. That wasn't supposed to, come on now. I wasn't supposed to have that. He's still broken. He's still dealing with childhood trauma. How dare you? Come on now. That man ain't supposed to be in your space. Lady, you tripping. You know who you are. I used to eat me up all the time. Like, I used to see him with certain women. And I used to be like, oh, it's because I don't have short hair. He like women with short hair. Like, maybe I should. Like, bitches, you tripping. You better go find yourself, child. I had to remove myself. No. You have lost your mind. You better get it together and stop questioning yourself, because no ma'am, no ham, no turkey.
You hear me?
Period.
Envy _ Messiah said, are you related to Regina Hall?
I am not. I wish.
I could have answered that one, but
right.
Let me see. Okay, got that one. It's Inner Self Organics asks, you ever thought about writing a movie or series?
Yes, a movie for sure. I thought about it.
A biographical movie or some other type of movie?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, it'll definitely be about me and my healing process and my journey, and just women. And
it ain't a Lifetime movie though, is it?
No, we ain't killing nobody. I don't think I got there yet. No, I ain't killing nobody. I ain't killing nobody. Not yet. Hopefully never. I'm too cute for jail.
You hear me?
Hell no.
You hear me? Okay. Marquetta _ White said, how did you come up with the famous line, call me back?
I don't know. One day I was just in the car and I did a video, and it was a funny video, and I just like, call me back. And then my homegirl was like, ooh, that got a little twist to it, bitch. You might keep saying that. And then I just went along with it, like, call me back. Because you know, it's like, bye. Just go on now. Or when you get some tea, you be like, girl, call me back. Like, if somebody like, girl, let me give you a ring back because little day they coming. Girl, call me back. You know what I'm saying? That's when that tea getting good, girl. Look, call me back.
Make sure you hit me.
Exactly.
Don't bullshit me. Okay. Used to love hip hop said, granted you're not ready for a relationship, what can you bring to the table and what's the takeaway?
Listen, I bring the legs and the chairs, honey. Hello. And that's all about Peter and Mary and all her lambs.
Ooh-wee.
I bring a lot. That's why I'm single. I bring a lot.
And you
I don't want to date nobody who isn't healed. I'm not saying that. And we all deal with trauma. Spade. We all deal with trauma. It's just what you do with your trauma. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open to unpacking. So I don't mind dealing with somebody who is slightly broken, but that person has to be open to unpack.
Getting it right. Yeah.
However, you got to be careful with that, because the last thing I'm going to ever do is, let me tell you what I did before. I'm never going to build a man to benefit another bitch.
Ooh.
I'm not, no, we ain't going to do that. So I got to be careful with the information that I give out to certain men, because they'll retain it and go use it. And somebody that I'm dating to go date somebody and like, hold on, bitch, what we doing here now?
Like, get your ass back over here. That's for me.
Get your ass back on here. Build your ugly ass up, and you gonna dip out on me. And
you hear me?
The fuck?
Jabati says, who's your support system?
I got my best friend, who's my life coach. I have my family, my sisters, my brother, my parents.
I see one in the building. Salute to you. We're gonna talk about that in a minute.
My daughter.
Amen to that.
Yeah, my daughter. We have a really, really close relationship. I talk to my daughter about a lot of stuff. We talk about a lot of different things.
How old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
19.
Okay.
Yeah, she just turned 19 on Monday.
Okay.
So, and I kind of try to coach her.
Sagittarius.
Boo, psych.
Don't hate us.
So me and
Don't
my
hate
mom,
us.
we have a very, very, very tight bond. I'm a different kind of mom. Like I'm not your typical mother. We talk about a lot of things, from sex to relationships to life, to credit literacy, to financial literacy, to failures, to success, to
You better,
experience.
because if
Talk
you
about a
don't, the streets
lot.
gonna talk to her. You
Oh
better.
yeah. We talk about a lot. And sometimes I go to her crying.
Mm.
They be like, "Mom, what's wrong?" Like, we talk about it. Sometimes she helped me get through. I be like, "Whew, thank you. I thank God for you. I thank God for pairing us together, because baby, we got to get through this together." Because she been with me, this journey. I started this journey, this parenthood journey at 15 years old. So,
you
she
had to
been there
grow.
from start to finish, and it just been us. It's just been us. So
that's dope. That's doper than dope. Let's see.
Somebody say slick way of asking her age. 34. I'm 34.
Let's see. There you go. Y'all happy?
Right.
I think I read all that.
Somebody said, "That's not your best friend. That's my daughter." That is my daughter. You're right about that. But see, now she's at an age where she's a young adult. She could become my friend.
Bing.
Bing bong.
Okay. Y'all gotta what has she okay. What have you learned about Odd Life Clothing says, what have you learned about managing relationships as you elevate?
You gotta be open to compromising.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's patience. Like, I gotta have patience. Mm-hmm. and be okay with your partner pointing out your downfalls. Like, you fucked up. Like, Donnie, you dead ass wrong. Like, you have to be okay with that. You have to be open-minded to it and stop thinking everybody is attacking you. I think that was me for a really, really, really long time. I had my defense mechanism set up, like, up all the time. Oh, I was gonna kiss you before you got me. Like, no, that ain't me. No, I ain't never do that. I did a lot of deflecting. A lot of it. A lot of when people will come to me, i.e. friends, family, people that I'm in a relationship with, when they would come to me to tell me that I did something wrong, I would do this right here. But I ain't say nothing when. But what about when you? I ain't never did that deflecting shit. That shit sizzles my spirit. That shit, it ruffles my feathers.
And I think that's something that a lot of us get latched onto us because of the environments we come up in and through. You know what I'm saying? The defense mechanism, like, what you looking at, Slim? What you saying? You know what I'm saying? That type of, you know what I'm saying? And the deflecting, like, man, but you, nah, we ain't gonna talk about me right now, but you.
And I had to learn that if you're not gonna address the elephant in the room at that moment, then we're not gonna talk about it 2 weeks later when I'm coming to you to tell you where the fuck you went wrong at, or where there's some voids or inconsistencies starting to form. The moment that a person does that to me, that means you like accountability. I don't want to deal with that. Because I take full accountability for my shit. I'm not dealing with that. No. The moment that you do that. But I set the tone for people from the beginning now. Now that 34 years old, I think I mastered it at 33. 32 years old. I'm just getting to know how to do it. And I think it's super important to, when you're dating somebody, really get to know them. Fuck what your favorite color is.
Should be the foundation.
I don't care about what your favorite color is, nigga. You gonna wear it. It's your favorite color. I don't care about that. First or second date, I need to talk about my non-negotiables. Have you healed? What's your relationship like with your mama? What your ultimate goals are? Did somebody fail you? Did your safe space fail you? Have you ever been married?
The second date? God damn.
Gary, I need to know. I tell people I date with a purpose.
She came in with the scroll like, okay, since we here.
You can fix this real quick. We ain't got no force. See, what happens is with people is that they wait so long to talk about their non-negotiables because they thinking that they can change a person. Nigga, no. If you would have figured out who he was or who she was in the very beginning, you would have seen those signs. It would have been there. All that 30 days.
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that one. So
I take
that. I take my last.
I'm trying to see the potential. Now, no, people potentially ain't shit.
Oh man,
people be potentially ain't shit. It is what it looks like. It is what it looks like. He ain't shit, sis. Run, find the nearest lime scooter. Bye. We're trying to see past people, trying to see the good in people. Nope, it is what it looks like. That's what it is. He ain't shit, sis. He made it clear he ain't shit. So I think it's important when you're dating somebody, hey, let it be known what you want. Like if you want a full-on relationship and that's what that's you know, you're looking for a life partner, let that be known. I'm looking for a life partner. You know, that's my ultimate goal. I'm not looking for somebody who doesn't want to be monogamous. You know, once we start dating exclusively and you start hitting this ass, that I need to be the only ass you hitting. Then, you know, what's your love language? Let's talk about that. I love talking about that early. And what does that, and I think that's so important to ask when you are dating. What is your love language? Ask what is it. Once they tell you, ask them, what does that look like for you? So when an example, if a man says, you know, words of affirmation is my love language, tell me how you want me to affirm you. Because my version of affirming you may be, you look handsome today. I like when you wear them jeans, baby. You smell so good. But he might want to hear, I'm proud of you, King. Keep going. You know, I seen you do that, motherfucker, today. You've been working hard like a motherfucker. So asking your person, what is it like to be affirmed? How do you want to be affirmed? We miss those questions. It's so important. We just, what's your love language? Okay. Knowing your partner's love language, because if you don't know, you could be having an argument or disagreement with your partner, and their love language is quality time, and your love language is acts of service. So she upstairs mad, and you done bought some flowers thinking that it was going to diffuse the situation. She didn't want that. She wanted you to come upstairs and spend that quality time with her. Fuck that, because that's your access. That's your love language. That's how you want to be. You know, that's the love language you want to receive. No, you need to ask your partner, what's your love language and how you want to be
true.
out. What that look like?
Communication is definitely key.
Exactly. It's so important. People be so afraid. And I think that a lot of men, when I have these conversations with men, it kind of like, they be like, you coming on too strong. I ain't coming off too strong. You just not strong enough. That's all it is. You just not for me. And that's okay. That's okay. And that's fine. But we need to talk about that. I need to talk about what are some of your triggers. Let's talk about your triggers.
I can, because that's not talked about a lot.
No, it's not. Yeah. And if you're telling me that you don't like when people raise their voice, if I was to shout at you, is it going to make you smack me? Let's talk about that. So you don't need people be deflecting unconsciously so much, especially when it comes to triggers, that when people don't know what their triggers are, they mad at the person. No, you should have had that conversation. And instead of you being mad at them, you need to be mad at you and be wondering why the hell that even triggered you. Why is it even a trigger for you? How you mad at that person? How? And they don't even know that that's a trigger for you. You mad at them. You ain't even informed them. This is exactly why. It's important for you to get to know your partner before you do all of this. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about your poor community. You're not communicating? Okay, let's talk about it. So if I was to come to you and say, that's how you're going to feel about it, you're going to raise your voice? I used to be a shouter for a long time.
You wasn't one of them.
Yeah, that was me. And a lot of people don't know, like, especially for a lot of us women, like a lot of men are so broken from their safe space failing them, i.e. their mother. You know, and a lot of these mothers that are raising these sons, they raise these sons into the man that they want to date. So you're not even raising them to the man that he needs to be equipped for society. You're raising this man to the man that you want him to be. And you ain't doing nothing but exposing him to pure toxicity. Because that might not be his girl Lakeisha's man. That's your ideal man. You raising him to the man that you want to date and what you want in a man. Not knowing that you setting them up for failure in a way. So I think that, like, let's tap into those triggers and those traumas. And what was your relationship like with your mother? And why is it so broken? Have you had a conversation with her?
All on the second date, though.
Oh, we talk about it all, baby.
Good gracious! Like
maybe a week's top.
As we driving to wherever we going. Let me get you to sign this this
NDA real quick.
Yeah, this NDA, and we have to.
You ain't about to get me.
Let me put this strap around your finger, around your chest.
I think it's important, and I hate people say, I don't believe in the such thing as you move too fast. You know what you want. You know exactly what you want. Like, stop playing these fucking games.
Especially the older you get, it's like, you ain't got time for the games and the long.
Yeah, like, you know what the hell you want.
I know what I want. You know what you want. Let's.
Like, come on now. If you just trying to get some ass. And, for men, I just wish they just lead with who they are. Lead with who you are. Don't lead with money. See, men that lead with money lack confidence because you ain't shit. Your personality don't stand worth a damn. Personality ain't shit. So you got to lead with money because you lack confidence or your dick little.
Overcompensating.
Listen, so you got to lead with money. I wish men lead with exactly who they are. Lead with who you are. If you ain't shit, don't start exposing a woman to a lifestyle that you know damn well you can't keep up with. And I'm not just solely talking about finances. But if you know that you're not a man that's going to give this woman flowers and you know that she loves flowers, don't start with giving her flowers, because then when it's not there no more, you mad at her. Because now she calling you out on your bullshit. If you know that you are a busy man, lead with I'm busy. I'm a busy man. This week I just got 3 days for you. But next week I might not. I got a fairly busy schedule. Some men are so afraid to be honest because a lot of men has conditioned their mind to thinking that if I can't be honest with a female because a woman can't take it, your integrity needs to be on the forefront. Why aren't you going to be honest predicated on how she may take something? Your integrity don't.
You're supposed to be honest because you're going to be honest.
That's your integrity. How dare you not be honest? So you're not going to be honest because she can't take it. What the fuck her taking something got to do with your integrity? So you're going to spin her. You think it's smart. Here we have another broken black woman because you so busy worried about whether or not she could take the truth or not. What the fuck do her taking the truth have to do with you? I ain't got nothing. I mean, if you can't take realness, that's a you problem. You need to go figure out why the fuck you can't receive realness. That ain't got nothing to do with me, and you ain't finna make it my fault.
I got a question for you. The real Ari Jolie _ said, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh Lord, shut up, Donnie. Be quiet.
You said shut up, Donnie.
Shut up. Be more open-minded. You know, compromise a little more. Be a lot more understanding. Like I told you, I didn't master this until about 32, 33 years old.
Oh, damn.
So if I think that I would tell myself, be open to change. Do some unpacking. I would have unpacked a lot earlier. I would have sat in front of that mirror and talked to myself like, how dare you? I had to do that. I had to do that like, bitches, how fucking dare you? Who the fuck you think you are? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Did you think you that motherfucking bomb? Did you think you can talk to a person like that? Who the fuck are you? You cute, but damn, bitch. You ain't even in position. How fucking dare you? Like, I had to really tap into a lot of shit. Like, a lot of things that used to bother me and triggers. Like, why did that even bother you? Like, why is that a thing? How dare you deflect so much? I had to take a lot of accountability. And once I started doing that, it was up. I was like, I ain't never going back to that place I prayed my way out of. Hell no.
Oh man, that means you smart. One, you learned your lesson.
Yeah, and I'm still learning as I go. I'm still learning because I don't have it all put together. I'm still learning.
Yeah, as we all are. Every day is should be a learning process or growing process. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Now to answer the question, y'all, how did I meet her? You know,
that's
et cetera, et cetera. It's funny because I've been seeing her like some of y'all have been seeing her, and I said I need to get her on my platform and do an interview. So I reached out about the interview. But what happened is around Thanksgiving, I seen her in video footage and pictures of another friend of mine that's like kind of like family from the old school, and I was like, how they know each other? Because the friend no longer lives in the D.C. area. She's down, was it North Carolina?
Fayetteville,
Fayetteville. So when I reached out to her and asked her, you know, would she be interested? What's the particulars about the interview? I said, by the way, how do you know? Can I say her name?
Yeah, you can say her.
Kiki or what have you. And she, you know, she answered the one question about and then she said, Kiki, who? I know a lot of Kikis. So I said, you know, Enica, you know.
That's it.
And I think it was a second before you responded back.
Yeah, I was like, let me call her. Let me say, hey, Enica.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
This dude named Phil said, do you know him? She was like, yeah, I know Phil ass. She said used to say some little funny shit, some funny little weird shit she was saying. She was trying to mimic it. I was like, bitch, what?
Yeah, I've been known for saying some
But she was like,
crazy
yeah,
shit.
girl, we used to be around each other all the time. Me, him, LaShawn,
Sean Thomas, yep.
Dwayne, Dion, Diane.
Dwayne, rest in peace, Wayne.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was real interesting. It was like a small world in the record. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, ain't
like,
that
this
something?
nigga know everybody. He know the fan for real.
You hear me? I was like, so that should answer y'all question on how I knew, got to know, and all that. There.
Exactly.
But the time is running short. I wish I had you for 2, 3, 4 hours, but I know you're a busy
woman. We can talk for a little bit more.
Okay, well, we'll chop it up some more. Do y'all have any more questions? Do y'all have any more questions?
Oh, they said, my cousin said, where you from, Phil? He from here.
I'm from uptown DC. If you ever been uptown, there was a big ass green house, lime green with forest green trimming on 14th and Madison, on the 14th Street side, 5704. The house that made Phil. I grew up for the most part in that house there. 2 blocks from Kennedy Street, Colorado Longfellow. I could walk to the Ibex, went to Braidwood Elementary, went to Rabot before that closed, before I went to Cali, and came back and went to Roosevelt. DC
so
to
let me ask you this. What made you get into what you into?
It's interesting. Years ago, I was heavily into music, singing and rapping and all that good stuff or what have you. But I was in the streets, you know, just as heavy, and got caught up in a situation where I got charged with some serious crimes or whatever. And a lot of doors that were open wide shut up. A lot of so-called friends backed the hell up. You know what I'm saying? Right. To the point it was just me and Mom Dukes, you know, rumbling what I needed to rumble or whatever. So through that, and then just like the crack era, me when I was in California, I got gang related, you know what I'm saying? Just different stories and different things that I know I had a story that I could tell the people, offer to people my age and younger, specifically younger, who might be trying to find themselves in the streets, find themselves doing some of the things that I've done and some of the misgivings that I did, to try to, you know, offer them insight, some knowledge and wisdom that hopefully will prevent them from either going into what I've gone into or stop them short. Yeah. Of, you know what I'm saying, or convince them to turn back around. So that's partially it. And then with social media coming around or what have you, I start saying, okay, I could get into this. Same thing, nervous about, you know what I'm saying, doing it. And, you know, it came a point that it became almost like my therapy. I call myself like a living testimony, like, and it's helped because you take some of that off you. Yeah. And you allow for people to, you know, to pour into you and you to pour into other people. And you know what I'm saying?
Somebody on here told us to fix your eye. They talking about my eye, this eye probably a little lazy child. I probably going in the corner because I'm reading the comments and I'm looking up. The eye probably doing something funky. Don't y'all come to me. They
can get some trolls in here. They be, you know, talking they bullshittery, but they be all right.
Lord have mercy. Right. Someone asked something. Oh, what do I do for fun? I travel a lot. I try to travel. I'm blown because I haven't been anywhere since my birthday, which was in October. And I usually like to travel every month. I was on a 50-state tour.
Okay. 50-state tour. Yeah. Alaska included?
Probably not. Like 40 states. I was on the state-to-state tour, so I've been traveling. I travel for a whole month. Not for a whole month. I travel every month for like 10 months straight.
Oh, that's what's up.
I kept doubling back to certain places that I fell in love with. So I think my next stop is going to be Seattle.
Okay. Seattle. Been to Hawaii?
I have not.
You better get there. Outside of the long flight, it's heaven.
It's a Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah, it's heaven.
So that's what I like to do. I love to travel. That's my favorite. And I'm a foodie.
Okay.
I travel for food.
You hear that, fellas? Yeah. She like to travel and she like to eat a little something.
I like to eat it. I like to travel. What are they saying? I was trying to read some of these.
God's gift funny. You don't need no other body.
I'm not playing.
Salute to everybody that's tapped in so far. This has been wonderful. Let's see, great interview and beautiful. Spana Band said, "You're a beautiful queen." All right, Spana Band, I see you. I
appreciate it. How long is the flight, they say? I thought it was like 10 hours, right?
It was like 11. I know I did a 2-hour joint to the last time I went from here to, I think it was Texas, with a layover. And then the longest part was from Texas straight to Honolulu or whatever on Oahu. And back then they had the one screen that they pulled down. You had to
Oh.
watch whatever they put on them. Now it's cool because you
Yeah.
got whatever you got. And
How long was the flight from Houston, from Texas to Hawaii?
you said, how was it? Or
how long?
Like 9 hours.
Ooh, Jesus, I'm going to LA like, bitch, am I ever going to get there? Ooh, god damn. Shit. I be going to Houston, it's 3 hours away. I'm like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Fuck.
You hear me? That's a long one.
Hell yeah. And I plan on taking my daughter to Bora Bora next year.
Okay. Where's that at? Bora Bora's in
it's like
Spain or something, right?
Yeah. It's probably like a where the fuck is it? I forgot where it is, but I'm going to Bora Bora, okay? Indonesia.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So I'm going.
Somebody said, "What's your sign? I'm trying to date."
Okay, my sign is
None of your damn business. So no.
I'm a Libra.
She's a Libra, y'all. A Libra.
Yes. Somebody says, "How much do you pay for them celebrity cameos?"
None of your business. Mind your business. Great interview. Wasn't familiar with Donnie. Giving her a follow. Well, if you don't know, you better tap in and tune in. You hear me?
Yes. And tap into my podcast. I got some great interviews coming up. My next interview is going to be dope. I don't know if you know Polo King. You know Polo King? Yeah. I want to talk about those airbags.
Okay.
You know the guy who got arrested for stealing the airbag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk to him. And Fat Trail's coming on soon.
Fat Trail, one of my young dudes from around where I did a video and a track with Trail.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about a week or so ago. That's dope. Well, you tapping in with some real ones and getting to some real conversation. That's what's up.
I want to ask Trail, why the fuck? What is wrong with you? You keep getting locked the fuck up.
Now I want to ask you, what the hell possessed you to go to the casino?
With that. Why you use that fake money, Trail?
Of all places.
I want to know it all. I'm the person. See, my podcast will hit a lot different because I'm gonna really be on there asking some shit people we want to ask, but be like, I ain't about to ask that, man. I really want to know, like, what's wrong with you? Why the fuck did you keep going to jail? Do you need some therapy? Like, seriously, because people be dealing with some shit that you just don't know. 4,000
cameras, all eyes on you, and you be sitting there with however much.
Like, I want to know. Shit. Damn. And then I want to interview just, regular people that, people be having stories and great topics that we could tap on. I'm going to do something next year too, where I'm going to do like a panel.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to do a men's panel, and then I don't know if I'm going to do a live podcast, like actual audience. But I'm going to definitely do, when I do my podcast, that episode is going to be a married man, a divorced man, a single man. Yeah, keep me
informed so I can support and come through or what have you. Given whatever the state of where we at the time, because they and that. Your sis says, Kiki says, love the interview. My sis always do her thing. We already know Kira. Big Phil, keep it up, love it. Thank you, Kiki. Love is always.
What say you acting real light skinned right now, Phil?
Who said that?
I don't know. It's a cross.
I'm acting real light skinned. What I supposed to act? Am I not light skinned? What that mean?
Yeah, you're supposed to be acting dark, I guess.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I need to go get a tan and then come back and do the same thizzle. Leave me alone. I would
love to be on your podcast. Okay. My podcast or Phil podcast because I'm talking too soon. What happened in your life that made you want to sit back and change your way of thinking? Like, what made you just shut up and sit back and listen? The results that I was getting, it wasn't what I liked. And then I kept hearing the same shit from people. Like, family and friends, lovers. I kept hearing the same thing. I wasn't getting the results that I wanted to get, so I had to change the narrative a little bit.
That's where a lot of us fall short. Like, we'll stay in our shit instead of get up, take the sheets off the bed, jump in the shower, cleaning up and getting right.
Right. And a lot of us walking around, a lot of people are walking around and they just snatched a Band-Aid off the wound that hasn't quite healed. So a lot of us be seeking validation from the world, and and that was me. Instagram was one of those places where I had to kind of like, okay, all right, bitch, these bitches is fake. These bitches' beds is on the floor. They don't have no headboards, bitch. Like, I would sit there and compare myself sometimes, like, damn, I wonder if I had me a little, maybe my snatch. If I had me a nice BBL Oh, why can't give me a Birkin bit? Ooh. I used to do all. I used to compare myself all the time. Like a lot of us women do that. Like, let me see. Why I can't? Oh, she got a whole full on man. Not knowing that them motherfuckers going through more problems than the law should allow.
You hear me?
So I had to be like, I had to change it because I wanted something different. So that's what made me, you know.
Meek Torres said both. I think
Okay.
I want to ask about the pocket. Well, just
Okay.
tap into my inbox, Meek Torres.
Same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Did pretty
you
good
will.
tonight, hamburger. Well, oh, thank you, Grizzly Bear.
Let's say you gotta be on
Comparison is the thief of joy. Absolutely. Yes,
That's
B.
true.
Harris. That was my daughter's first grade teacher.
You said that was your first grade teacher?
My daughter's first grade teacher.
Oh, that is in the live?
Yeah, the one that says comparison is the thief of joy.
Teacher of the daughter, how you doing?
B. Harris, he is awesome guy.
Is she?
Did you used to date someone named Gambit? I don't know who the hell that is.
They be coming up with the silliest questions sometimes.
Can you fly me in? Can you fly me in for an interview? Wait, I don't even know what the question was. I can't. Damn, I can't see it. Since you changed the narrative, have you been getting different new results? Absolutely. Hell yeah, I see the results that I want.
She blowing up. She wait. What you mean?
Oh my goodness. And you know, at one point when I was, like I said, when I was doing comedy a while back, I just used to be like, damn, like why not me? Why am I not, you know, how come them? Like, that's not for you. That wasn't for me. It wasn't my go yet.
That's right. What God got for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be for me. Yeah, I had to be like, you know what? All right, bitch, just it's gonna come. It's gonna come when you least. Everything happens in divine time. It happens when it's supposed to. I wasn't in a position in my life to have those viral moments. Maybe God was like, you ain't gonna know what to do with it. If I give it to you now, you're gonna fuck up. You fuck around, crash and burn. And I remember when I first went viral, and I had got so much heat. Negative heat from women. I'm talking about 600 DMs.
Like, who dare you? Well, how dare you? Who is
bitch,
you?
And what's wrong with Bath and Body Works mist? And I did not say it was nothing wrong with Bath and Body Works mist. I just said that you praying for a man to make $100,000. Here you have a McDonald's salary. What you gonna do with that man? What you finna do with him? This man has healed from past trauma. You still got abandonment issues. You still wondering why your daddy didn't hug you. What you finna do with him? This man is healed. What you gonna do with him? And I'm like, you know, this man likes Tom Ford. He used to like Bath and Body Works mist. What you finna do with him? I said that to say
different levels.
Yeah, I said that to say that, you know, you gotta be in position to receive the person that you are asking for. And a lot of women do so much take, and no give. You want to deal with a man that make $100,000 and you making 30. Do you know how different you guys' lives look? It looks a lot different. Do you know that this man can possibly hop on a plane at any given time because he's in a different place financially than you are? What you gonna do? What happens when you can't travel with him? He can't always front the bill every time. He like Tom Ford. His cologne costs $300.
You hear me?
And there's nothing wrong with Bath and Body Works mist. That's not my thing. But being as though this man has now exposed himself to a certain lifestyle that he loves, what can you do with him? What you gonna do? Besides probably destroy him, because you're gonna complain about something that you can't afford something, or you ain't gonna be able to do something. Then you're gonna cause inconsistencies and voids in a relationship, and you're gonna be mad when he cheat on you, when he leave you. You're not in position. A lot of us don't be in position to receive the people that we asking for. You have to be in position. You praying and asking God, please bless me with this man and bless me with this woman. No, that's not how the prayer need to go. It need to go, God, turn me, shape me, mold me into the woman, into the man that I need to be. So that when my king or my queen walks in my path, he can identify me. Have that conversation.
Y'all hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
Woo, you need to have that conversation. You need to talk to God like that. God, please mold me, shape me. Ooh, just turn me, make it transparent. God, show me. Come on now, how you gonna ask a man? You want a man with a house and you still live at home. There's nothing wrong with that, but are you in position? Are you putting yourself in position? A lot of people, you asking for stuff that you just like. How dare you ask a man to buy you this and you ain't even exposed yourself to it? And a lot of women, you need to expose yourself to it first. Expose yourself to it, because then, you know, shout out to Kevin Samuels. I love him. I like
You like Kevin
I like
Samuels?
Kevin Samuels for
Sometimes
multiple
he
reasons.
eat a little bit.
Sometimes I think that he has to be slightly. Oh look! Somebody said, "Oh shit, Keisha Samuels." That's crazy. But the thing I do like about him, the thing I don't like about him is that I feel like he could be a little more tactful with how he delivers things. But that's not his job to make sure that you receive it a certain way. When these women get on there, it's like, come on now, you know what you finna get your ass into. You know damn fucking well. Why would you set yourself up like that? And not even that, but he speaks from a high value man's perspective. So men that are middle and low class and women are never going to understand him. They're not, because your life don't look like his. I don't agree with the fact that he speaks for all men sometimes. So he advocating for all men. He's speaking from a high valued man. His audience is not going to be of high value men, because ain't no high value man checking for him. Number one, because high value men are too busy. They ain't even checking for what he doing. They doing other shit. Traveling the world, sitting on somebody's Clearwater beach, so he speaks from, a high value man. He doesn't speak from a low value man. He speaks from a high value perspective. So
thank you, Flip. I appreciate that. That's my brother, Queen's Flip.
Okay.
I like to introduce y'all sometime too.
Okay, cool. I'm with it.
Let me ask you this question, right? In this newfangled world, right, where everything's everything and anything, a lot of women want men to supersede, to live up to and or supersede a lot of traditional values. Some women, not all. However, they don't want to be boxed in to the traditional, women roles or what have you.
Right.
That from times ago, I'm trying to word it without coming across or sounding a certain way. Do you care to expound on that in any way, shape, or form? As far as
again, I feel like some women do so much take. You want this man to treat you like a wife, and you can't even do the bare minimums. The bare minimum. How? Who are you? You think that pussy that good? You think you that cute? I seen a podcast where a woman, a guy was saying, if he pays all the bills in the house, what does the woman like? What could you do? Like, if I'm paying all the bills, what you gonna do? And that woman said, I could turn the house into a home. And he said, how? She said, I cook, I clean, I help you get dressed. I said, baby, that ain't turning no house into no home. He can hire a maid, he can hire a chef, he can hire a stylist. Can you make that man feel safe and vulnerable? Do you know how hard it is for a black man to get up every day and be fucking macho? And you mean to tell me all the best that you can fucking do is get them dressed and cook and clean? That's it? That's not making no house, no fucking home. That sounds like responsibilities to me. That's how you make it every day. That's basic shit.
G Blummer, you right. Throw the hands up.
that ain't it. Come on now, how? You want so much from a man. Why? Why you think you deserving of that? Oh, because I want to be a stay-at-home wife, because my mother was that. See, your mother and your grandmother was a lot different. See, your mother knew how to take care of a man. My mother is a prime example, and I love everything about her as far as she's married to Anika's dad. My sister's dad now. They've been together 20 years, married 18 years now. And I say that for you to sit here and tell me that you want to be like your mama, your grandmama, you don't even deserve the perks of that, because you see, the thing about my mother is that my stepfather never cooked a meal. I ain't never seen that man cook. He took my mother off her job about 19 years ago. My stepfather ain't got to pick up a finger. When my stepfather used to come home before he retired, food was already on the table. Shower was already running.
I see where you and Kiki, side note, where y'all get y'all spice from too.
Yeah. So all of that. Can you make this man feel vulnerable? Can you make him feel safe? Do you not know what's going on? Have you looked around into society, how many black men are fucking dying? You know how hard it is to get up and be black every day? He got to be macho, because he got to put on this facade, because somebody along the way failed him. He ain't tapped into that childhood trauma yet, so he unconsciously projected it onto you, and you thought that shouting at this man was the best thing for you to do. He can't even be vulnerable with his fellas, his men, because he feel like he gonna be judged. The last place that he should ever have to come home to some bullshit, place is his house. His house should be his safe space.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but somebody hear this.
Oh Lord. So a lot of women be wanting things that, like, you want, the way you act and what you show me gives me very much girlfriend. Like, because
there is a difference.
Yeah. There's definitely a difference for sure. Like, so a lot of women be wanting so much, and it's just like you give so little. Because you cute and your coochie good. So why can't a man? You know what? I wish sometimes the roles would change for about 90 days. What if a man walk around and think his dick is just as good as your coochie? Can he ask you for $40 in crab legs?
Talk about it.
Hello? When I start talking like that, they start saying you
flip
a
the network.
Can you do that? Why can't a man? Some of you men need to start holding yourself to a high value, a high standard as well. That same thing that a lot of men talking about, I fucked on the same day. She a little whore ass little John. I cranked her and shit. Why you can't be a hoe? Why you can't treat yourself like you a king? Why you expect her to treat herself like she got all this respect? You hitting her. Why you don't think that you deserving of it? What make you think that you, like, what's up with that? You don't think you should hold yourself of any high standard and value? Why you can't act like the bitches and just hold on to your meat and make them wait? Why you can't do that? You don't think you deserve up certain things too as a man? You don't think you should get that type of treatment? So before men get out here and run their mouth and talk about what women do, why don't you hold yourself to a high standard like that? Just like you want the woman to. But then you got these men out here who want all of this wifey lifestyle from a woman that they're going to treat like they single. Like, sir, who do you think you are? Oh, because you provide financially. Okay. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of women. You just stop allowing the man to have so much control over what he can do for you financially. That's why a lot of men and a lot of women stay in these toxic situations for a benefit, because he paid for everything. That was wrong. Again, you need to put yourself in position so if anybody ever try to snatch that rug up under your feet, you can get it right back. Please. Some of these men are just sick. I just be looking like, how fucking dare you? Who you think you are? Who are you?
Fellas, she
like,
on y'all bumper now.
Who the hell you think you are?
Y'all thought she just was coming at the ladies. Fellas.
Yeah, come on now. Some of these men, like, you want so much from a woman, but you willing to give so little. It's like you want her to think that she involved, but you treat her like she's single. Like, boy, go on somewhere with that. Stop playing.
Listen. I promise that I will wrap this up at a certain time for you, but for a network I'm a part of, so that people can go back to another live for a wrap up. Keeping it queen is what it's called, and she's in here. Wonderful young lady, dynamic, who's real spicy. She's like a New York unfiltered Wendy Williams, so to speak, or what have you.
Okay.
And she's doing her thug thizzle. But yes, most definitely, I have loved this interview, and I hope this will be the first of many.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you want me to come through, I'll come through, even if just for support. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. If you need me for anything, you don't need me because you got 150 motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? But if you want me to post something, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave you my number. If not, I'll leave that in the inbox or whatever. Tap in. You know what I'm saying? We family.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it has been a pleasure. I can tell by the comments and the laughter emojis and the 5 signs and everything else that people have truly enjoyed you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not following DONNII P, you need to be following her, not today, yesterday. You hear me?
Exactly.
Here on IG, it's the @ I am Donnie DONNIIP.
Yes.
You hear me? What is it on YouTube? Same thing?
It's We Just Talking Podcast. So when you go to Iamdonniip, the link is in the bio. Tap into it.
You hear me? Link is in your IG bio, right?
Yes, it is.
Tap into her IG bio, you know what I'm saying, and get acclimated. Look at the summer videos. I'm pretty sure it's going to be something in there for you. If not for you, your mama, your nephew, your cousin, your girlfriend, your man.
Somebody
gonna get something out of her videos. Trust and believe it. I'm not just talking my bullshittery. I'm keeping it 1,000. You hear me? Now, as for me, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, text BPS family. The BPS stands for Big Phil Speaks, if you didn't know. BPS family to 202-918-4226. It's a texting service, so I will be able to keep in contact with you, because you know IG at times be on their bullshiggery and taking pages and all kinds of stuff. I want to be able to tap in, tell you what I'm doing when I'm going live here on YouTube, whatever I got going on. Could be a speaking engagement, could be some merch, whatever the case may be. But if you rock with your boy, I need you to tap in and go on. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. Just boop, 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 boop.
Tap in.
You hear me?
Well, thank you.
And it's been my pleasure, Donnie. It's been my
Make sure
pleasure.
you save the live for the people. I don't know if you're going to.
Oh, you think I ain't when I is? Okay. It's going up right after we get off this joint. I'll be a fool. I'll be a fool. Because even in this little bit of time, you drop some nuggets, some gems, and some jewels that somebody somewhere need to pick up ASAP, like Rocky, and put it into play in their mind or what have you.
For sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And y'all fellas don't be all in their head box trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Because I had that point.
Y'all not ready for that second date, so don't act like you is.
Well, I ain't got that for you, baby. I got that for you.
You hear me?
Well, we'll be in touch.
I appreciate you, and y'all know how I do it. I'm not anti-you. I'm pro-me with an emphasis on building we. So let that marinate your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. And until that day, I'll holla.
Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on this internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Of a certainty, Big Phil got that flavor. Coming with that real spit, that real heat just to blaze you. Visual airways, even social media outlets. You tired of the same old same? It's cause I ain't been out shit. No question. Haters and trolls can get to stepping. No weapon formed against this blessed one can stop what's destined. Indeed, my words walk water to touch the masses in me. I'm off the higgity, no bullshitty. And not to be cocky, folks are flocking to watch me. ASAP like Rocky, I tackle topics kamikaze, meaning head on. I'm humorous but headstrong. You think I'm rapping the cap and tapping our crew, you're dead wrong. Shall I proceed with another POV commentary with a twist? There's none like this, and there's none like me. How could you ever doubt me? I'll make you like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on this internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks. Who is he giving the realest heat on these internet streets? It's BigPhilSpeaks.